Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're first time visiting with us, welcome everyone. Even those of you who have visited before, welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for choosing us, and please listen to the end. And also too, if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe. It's totally free. Hit the word subscribe, a bell will come up, hit the bell and then hit all. And that way you receive all of my new, a notification for all of my new uploads. So this is Relationship Thursday. This is like one of my loves, Relationship Thursday. And so basically today I should be presenting how to become abstinent. But last week I made a comment about you all enlightening me, because in a presentation last week I could only think about like why we should stop friends with benefits, situationships, downloads, and also situationships, and booty calls. And so later I thought about more like sugar daddies, gold digging, masturbating, cougaring, and shacking up. These are some of the things also that we have to stop. So like when I think about these situations, I think of like another phase in fornication or adultery. Okay. To me, it's like fornication is getting kind of old, right? And so people turn to different things. Like in the case of the sugar daddy, it's like the older man turns towards a younger woman, okay? And then with the cougar, it's like the older woman turns to a younger man. And shacking up is like really old. People think that they can try marriage by living together to try to determine if they can be married. However, these are like mindsets that, where you have basically accepted Satan's lies, okay? And the sugar daddy and cougar, it's like people are trying to regain their youth. And you see women acting, and I'm going to just say a fool, and even men, And so I share this with you that one day I was walking down Washington Street, and a younger guy spoke to me in a way that a guy would speak to a younger woman, okay? So I turned around, he was like, yeah, hey, baby, how you doing? Baby, not just that, but like, it was like he was coming on to me, okay? I can't remember exactly what he was saying. So like I said, I turned around to see who he was talking about. I was the only one there. He said, I'm talking to you. See, he had to tell me. So I said, how old are you? And he said like 20 something. At the time, I was probably 40 or 50 something. And I said, you look like somebody I carried in my womb. Okay. And he said, well, I'll be involved with older. Well, I said, not this one. Not this one. And not only that, I apologize to all the women that allowed you to where you got to the point that you thought that you can have this one. Okay. And so I was like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, really? So what I look like? And it's not just because of, like, say, my kids finding out, my son finding out, my nephews and my nieces finding out. It's about me. It's about my relationship with God. Are you kidding me? I wish I would get involved with somebody younger like that, 20, 10. I mean, I could probably do a couple years younger than me. I don't mind that. But 20, 30 years younger than me, I wish I would enter into that kind of confusion with a young person and drive them deeper into confusion. The devil is a liar, okay? And like gold digging to me is like, I've been out on my own since I was 17 years old. I had my own apartment and everything, and never been back home really. And it would have been easy for me to say yes to that gold digging, because well, that'd be really like sugar daddy, and well, gold digging is like going for men for their money. You know what I mean? Like uh about their insurance, and I play with this a lot. I need somebody with some insurance. Somebody with that 401k. That sounds like really delicious to me, but I'll be just playing. But in gold digging, it's gone for a person for what they have to offer. Okay. And that's something that I never did. I mean, like never did. Okay. And so to me, it was like, I'm going to take my chances on God. Whatever he will provide for me, I'm going to be satisfied with that. I did have this one situation where in a relationship, a person helped me out when I was struggling financially, but it was not for sexual gain or anything like that. It was just helping a sister out, it was something that in the same situation that I really would have done for him as well. And basically, like for anybody, the Lord directed me that needed help or whatever, I would have done that. That's different than gold digging, okay? Or having somebody as a sugar daddy. That person wasn't even that much, well, he was actually younger than me. But anyhow, the thing is that we have to be renewed in our mind. It's like Satan has used these things to give a different twist to it's only fornication and adultery, okay? Masturbating. There's a lot of couples that are in sexless relationships and sexless marriages. And one person may be done with sex and the other person masturbates because their needs are not met and they don't want to cheat. And so they masturbate, okay? Which is still cheating. Because it's like a lot of reasons why, and I know this may be true for women too, but a lot of reasons why a man masturbate is because a lot of them are into pornography. And, it's so heightened. The pornography compared to the sex that they may be getting from their partner, okay, to where their partner is not even appealing to them. They would prefer pornography and jerking off as opposed to having sex with a live person, okay? So all of these basically is against God's design. And so as we delve back into the topic of why we have to stop, okay? God is calling us to sexual purity, okay? And I hope I gave a good definition for these topics, okay? God has called us to sexual purity. And basically he's saying, don't be deceived. Fornicators and adulteries are not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. So despite the fact of how we got this way, God will meet us where we are and to bring us to where we need to be. Listen, I need you to join me next week. And next week, I promise. It's hard to promise because I really wanted to delve into another topic. I think I am. I'm not going to promise you next week. Next week, I'm going to delve into another topic about masturbation. Like, how many times will God forgive us for masturbation, okay, before we are alone, there's no hope for us, okay? So, well, I'll deal with that next week. And then the following week, finally, I would deal with becoming abstinent and just what the steps that we need to take to overcome whatever situation that we find ourselves in, whether it be a situationship, the down low, masturbation, to be sugar daddy or cougar, shacking up, gold digging, whatever, booty calls, whatever the situation is. Like, how do we overcome those things? We'll talk about that. So next week, join me when we talk about how much grace do I have concerning masturbation. So, okay, I love you. This is all I have for you. Let's just make sure I went over everything. We got to see Christ's face, okay, and allow him in to help us, to confront these things and to overcome them. We don't want to be like the woman, the 7 women that take hold of one man when it comes to Christianity, wanting to do our own thing. Okay, and this happens in the church as well. We want to do our own thing, but we just want to be called by the name of Christianity to take away our reproach. No, no. We need to take away our reproach and be authentic Christians, even in our sexuality. I love you. This is all I have for you. I'll see you in the next YouTube. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Share on all social media platforms, and encourage subscription as you share. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise God our Savior be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. I love you. Thank you for visiting us. Thank you for staying the whole time, and I'll see you in the next YouTube.